everyone. It's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm here with your twin flame energy check-in. And it's a doozy. I'm telling you, I really feel like, this quarantine has really got people, well, not people, this masculine and the feminine in an energy of really kind of assessing the past, assessing prior wounds, assessing what's happened. There's a lot of recollection that's going on right now, because some people can't work, right? I mean, some people are home. They're either working from home or not working from home and have some time to really kind of contemplate and go within. And so there's a lot of energy here about healing. There's a lot of energy of thoughts about how to take action to move forward. There's a lot of really good energy here. Okay. I am going to say there's probably a little bit of a trigger today for divine feminines in how the masculine is viewing the feminine. But it's just his, need to purge and release some of his memories of how things have gone sideways in your connection. Okay, so don't get triggered because this is just an energy report, right? And this is about what he's feeling, what he's experiencing, what he's purging, and it's important for us to know that information. Okay, so we have here overall energy for divine feminine, overall for divine masculine, head, heart, environment, and then we have the overall energies for the connection. Let's go and start with bottom of the deck. So I never really read the bottom of the deck of oracle cards, but I felt like because what came out for the masculine and the feminine, that I really wanted to read the bottom of the deck. And the bottom of the deck for their overall energy at this time is spiritual maturity. And look at this card. You have two people on this long road up to the mountain where you see the sun and the moon. And I will tell you that those cards have been coming out a lot for the divine masculine and feminine. For example, in the headspace for divine feminine, we get the sun energy 2 times. Okay. And did we get it 2 times? I feel like we did. Or 2 times, once in her head, once in her heart. For the divine masculine, we have the moon energy 2 times in the head and in the heart. So they're very much on this spiritual journey together, in their spiritual maturity together, to be that energy that is of the sun, where it is active and energetic and rebirthing, and with the moon, which is the feminine energy, which is receptive and accepting and taking in. And so there is a major spiritual maturity that is happening, a continued spiritual awakening that is occurring in this connection. As you guys know, I channel real time when I click the button on the camera. So I literally just saw the bottom of this deck here where it's the sun and the moon. And lo and behold, we have the moon in the headspace for divine masculine and the moon in the heart space for divine masculine. We've got the sun in the headspace for feminine and sun in the heart space for feminine. So there's major spiritual maturity occurring at this time. Bottom of the deck for the overall energy for divine masculine, we have Four of Pentacles and King of Wands. So as you guys know, I read in a story. So this was the baseline and this is the clarifier. Four of Pentacles is an energy of, I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm not moving towards you. I'm not, communicating. I'm not sharing feelings. And it's with the King of Wands. So what this is telling me is that, there is no action being taken by the King of Wands at this time because there is a large energy around uncertainty about whether or not the divine feminine will reject him. Okay, bottom of the deck for the divine feminine, it makes sense. Seven of Pentacles and King of Wands. So look at this, like already they're mirroring. Four of Pentacles, he's holding all of the active energy. The sun energy is the divine masculine. He's holding all of that active energy about moving towards her, okay, as the moon, the goddess of the moon. And here we have in her overall energy, Seven of Pentacles is an energy of pause, of, not moving forward, of not investing. Who's not investing? The King of Wands. Who's the King of Wands? Right here, divine masculine, bottom of the deck. And so that's what she's dealing with right now, is that, in her overall energy, as they're spiritually maturing, as they're in this, major awakening that's happening, this time of going within, there's no action. There's no action. But there's different reasons for what the feminine is thinking about why there's no action versus what the masculine is thinking. And so let's go ahead and get started with the divine masculine's energy read, okay? So I will tell you first what his theme is for his overall energy. Just overall, distorted feminine. I'm not surprised. Why am I not surprised? Because she shows up big time as the Queen of Swords for him right now. Queen of Swords is the energy of when she cut him out of her life, right? And so this distorted feminine energy is his overall energy at this time, where he's really kind of going through the energy of their fight, okay? Or of their conflict, or whatever created the conflict. And he's seeing or reviewing or thinking about all of the things that occurred where she is in this distorted energy, an energy of anger, an energy of, cutting words, an energy of, being angry, her shadow. Okay, this is also an energy of where maybe she's placed blame or not, or didn't love him or didn't support him. And that's what he's reviewing at this time. Okay, that's what he's reviewing. That's what he's going through at this time. This energy in his overall energy of where it's distorted, where his divine feminine was distorted, and why. This also could be the energy within him where he is trying to get in touch with the reasons why he doesn't allow love in, why he isn't, in touch with his feminine side as he's balancing things out within himself, okay? And that makes a lot of sense because he has a lot of emotions, a lot of cup energy that shows up. And so the first thing that he would probably do is project that out to his divine feminine. Well, you rejected me, you cut me out, you said all of these things. But I'm hoping that at some point, as he goes within and continues to go within, he starts to see how the feminine energies within him are distorted, which is why his twin reflected that back to him. First card out, death, okay, for his overall energy. Death card, ending. Ending of what? Knight of Wands. This is the end of the Casanova years. This is the end of the Casanova energy that he is in and out of her life, okay? This is the end of that. He's transforming that, okay? Because there's this big love, Ace of Cups. And I know that Ace of Cups also is about self-love, but this really is about big love of his Queen of Swords, okay? That's that distorted feminine energy, and it comes out huge today. So he has this love that he wants to temper, that he wants to heal, because he's changed. He knows why she's distorted. He knows that he has to end this Casanova behavior, and he knows that he has to offer his divine feminine, Queen of Swords, this big love again, this love that's going to help temper her, okay, for this divine connection, the Lover's card, all right? He's very much in his overall energy about this divine partnership. What about the Lovers? The Moon. So here's the thing. The Lovers and the Moon. This is about his divine feminine, obviously, but this is also kind of like this unknown energy, uncertain about where things are in his divine partnership, an uncertainty in the connection. So I got another card for that, and we got the Ace of Swords, which I love, which tells me he's starting to get clarity. He's starting to see the truth behind this connection of what it is, why she may have been distorted, where he is distorted in his energy. And what is he doing? He's healing. The Star card. So a couple of things with the Star card. He knows that this is guided. He knows this is destiny. He still has hope for this connection. He has hope for his feminine. He's healing for that hope, for that destiny. And what is he healing specifically? Four of Cups, that he may have missed his opportunity. That's where that Moon card comes in, where he's like, I don't know, man. Did I miss my opportunity with my divine feminine? Okay. So now, interestingly enough, what is the overall energy for the divine feminine? Well, divine masculine. Why is he divine masculine to the divine feminine? Why? I'll tell you why. Spoiler alert. I'll tell you why. Because she is very much getting back into her heart space now. That she's starting to see him not as distorted, but as divine. When she is seeing herself as divine feminine, she is seeing her divine masculine in the divine energy. This is also an energy where she has has mastered the masculine emotion within herself to balance and do the dance of being in your heart space, being in your logical space, being in your action space. She's done the dance. So just like he's starting to explore this distorted feminine energy through his distorted feminine from his perception, she is in this beautiful energy of seeing the divine masculine within herself and within him. Okay, I love it. First card out, Knight of Wands. Okay, that's exactly what's over here. Knight of Wands, Death, Knight of Wands. He's done with that energy. So it's interesting that that's the first card that she got here for her overall energy, but it's clarified by the Queen of Cups. So there's some revelation, there's some understanding, there's some compassion over this Knight of Wands energy. Perhaps she's coming into an energy and understanding that, listen, this Casanova energy perhaps served the connection at one point. Perhaps it energized the connection, and that's how she fell in love with him. So she's starting to understand not just the shadow of that energy, but the beauty of that energy. But now she's seeing him as the King of Wands, right? Bottom of the deck, King of Wands for him. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands for her. She's seeing that her King of Wands, her divine masculine, has healed. Four of Swords is healing, okay? And now there's this energy of the Three of Cups where she wants to come back together. She feels like she's in union with herself. She's beautifully mastered her energies of the masculine and feminine within herself. And now she's feeling ready to come together, to celebrate, to move towards her destiny. Wheel of Fortune. And then the last card we have is Six of Wands. She wants victory. Victory over what? This spiritual connection. The Hierophant card, okay? It's really beautiful energy today. I just feel like we're here in another phase of this connection, and I just love it. I just feel like the feminine, typically leads, and she's now in this beautiful balanced energy of masculine and feminine. She's seeing her masculine as divine. The masculine is seeing the distorted energies, yes, within his feminine from the past, but also within himself. But his challenge at this time, because he already has ended this Knight of Wands behavior, his challenge at this time is how to heal his feminine. Has he missed the opportunity? Because things are unknown and he's really trying to heal right now. He knows he is the sun god. He knows he's the sun energy. He is the active energy that he must come forward. All right? Hope that made sense. Bottom of the deck for the theme of the reading today for head, heart, and environment. I used my oracle cards that I created for divine connections. If you want to purchase these, go to my website, queenoflight.com, queenoflight1111.com, and you can purchase them. If you're international, send me an email and I will send you a link. These cards are very special to me, not only because I created them and it's my first deck ever, but it is because it has 3D and 5D energies. So when we do a spread like this, we can see how much of the energy is in the 5D realm and how much is in the 3D realm, and exactly what is going on within those two realms to see if they are being blended in to the 3D for union, okay? So bottom of the deck for the theme, head, heart, and environment for divine masculine and feminine is lifeguard, new opportunities. This is a 3D energy. This is a 3D energy, new opportunities, about second chances. I don't know, second chances, third chances, 10th chance, who knows? But this is about another chance, another opportunity. This is what they want, but Page of Swords, they're not communicating it at this time. They're only in a period of observation at this time within their theme, because there is some continued awakening that is occurring in the connection. All right? Bottom of the deck specifically for the divine masculines, head, heart, and environment is the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords. So this right here is divine feminine energy. For me, I get the High Priestess a lot when the divine masculine and feminine are not in communication. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. As we know, that's divine feminine here in his overall energy, and it shows up again when he thinks about his feminine. That Queen of Swords shows up again, okay? So he's very much two things. One, he's not in communication because she's in Queen of Swords energy, according to him. The second thing that I'm getting about the bottom of the deck for his theme is he's using his intuition and he's using his wisdom about how to come forward to his Queen of Swords, who is his wish, okay? Who he is worried that he's missed his opportunity for. Bottom of the deck for divine feminine, head, heart, and environment is the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. She's ending the sadness, ending this pain, ending the past, ending the wounds. That is exactly why she's in this beautiful energy today of the divine masculine and success. And you know what? Today she shows up as the Empress, and I love that. I love that for her. Let's go ahead and get started with the theme for the divine masculine's headspace. So what is the theme when our divine masculine thinks about divine feminine? What is he thinking? First card out, 3D card, soldier, remove obstacles. When he thinks about his divine feminine, he wants to remove the obstacle in the 3D world of this wait, of this pause, of this gestation period. He's done waiting. He's done waiting. He wants to remove the obstacle of wait. He wants to remove the obstacle of pause. He's in separation with her at this time. Obviously, duh. He's thinking about that. What about separation? He's ready to come forward. He wants to come forward, Knight of Swords, with his truth, with his words, okay? And what does he want to do? He wants to heal. Angel Jophiel, Temperance. This is the Temperance card for my deck. The angels are working with him to heal the Queen of Swords. This is it. He's healing from this Queen of Swords energy, which is our divine feminine. He's healing from that, okay? So let's go ahead and now get further into his headspace when he thinks about divine feminine. So we know he wants to remove the obstacle of the pause, of the wait, of the delay. He's in separation. He's thinking about how to come forward with his words. And there's this angel, Jophiel, which is of temperance, that is working with him to help him offer this Ace of Cups to his Queen of Swords for healing. Okay, so further down into his headspace, when he thinks about divine feminine, 9 of Pentacles, he's trying to gain the confidence through the separation, 5 of Pentacles. He really needs to get into his personal power, to get into his confidence. So 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles right now, he's just not feeling like he has quite the self-esteem yet to battle his Queen of Swords. But he wants the 2 of Cups. He wants this union with this contract. 2 of Cups, Hierophant card. I got that exact combination in Divine Feminine's environment, which I will show you when we get there. But this exact combination here is in her environment, and it's in his headspace. 2 of Cups in the Hierophant, guys. Spiritual union, spiritual connections. When those 2 cards come up together, it is absolutely powerful. And to me, it absolutely means that there is this desire to come together in spiritual union, like literally an act of marriage, a loving union, a formal, traditional, ceremonial act. Like he's absolutely wanting to marry her in the 3D, okay? But he's just trying to gain his confidence to do this. Next card, King of Cups. He's in his emotions. I love it. He's in his emotions. He's mastering his heart space. He's coming into emotional maturity as well as the spiritual maturity that we already got at the bottom of the deck so that they can manifest this connection. The Sun card, here is that divine masculine card, the Sun card. There is success with this King of Cups, meaning there is success in his emotional maturity. And then we get the Moon card. This is about now that I'm in my emotions, and things have been illuminated to me. I want to be successful in my emotions, and I want to be a master of my emotions, but things are unclear about my divine feminine. I'm in the dark about my divine feminine, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and that is the divine feminine in her heart space. So there's this great desire to move forward into traditional union meaning marriage, right? Because he's in his heart, and he's being energized, he's being illuminated. But the thing that's still a little uncertain to him is about where he stands with his divine feminine, and that is a big, big burden. 10 of Wands that he's trying to end, 10 of Swords. He's really trying to end this burden of the unknown, to try to gain the energy and the confidence to move forward to his divine feminine in the 3D, okay? So now, first card out for divine feminine's headspace, her theme, Shiva, destruction. Shiva is the god who comes in and just kind of levels the playing field so that people can start all over again into something beautiful, into something strong, into something loving. And so Shiva coming up as a 5D energy is helping the divine feminine end this conflict, 5 of Wands, this conflict that she has within her, this conflict that she has with her divine masculine. And then also then we have the nurturer energy, the nurse card, the nurturer. This is a 3D energy. So what is being nurtured at this time? The 7 of Wands. She's nurturing, she's helping through this energy of destroying this conflict. What is being nurtured is this boundary and this defensiveness, and trying to get her into a state of being nurturing, being in the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups energy, where she softens her approach. But listen, she's no dummy, man. She's not going to make the same mistakes that she did before. She's not going to make the same choices. So this isn't about letting go of healthy boundaries. This is about letting go of those boundaries that distort her energy. And finally, we have another 3D energy. I love it. Remove negative energy. This is the Coast Guard card. This is the 3D first responders, right? So I love how this deck came out because I did 5D energies of the higher self in gods and goddesses, and I did the 3D energies for the masculine and feminine in first responders. So we have nurses, and now we have Coast Guard, 3D energies. So not only did Shiva come in and it's starting to destroy the conflict, to level out the playing field, the 3D energies of nurturing, the 7 of Wands, defensive energy, and now we've got this card, removing negative energies. What negative energy is being removed, okay? So what we're doing is this imbalance in this connection, justice, that is what is coming in. Justice is coming in because negative energies are being removed, like conflict and defensiveness, to bring in apologies, to bring in balance, to bring in karmic justice, okay? That's what's happening in Divine Feminine's headspace. So now let's drill down deeper about what's happening in her headspace when she thinks about Divine Masculine. 2 of Wands, kind of at a crossroads, right? So things are being healed, negative energies are being removed, things are being balanced out, right? So any imbalance in their connection is starting to get balanced, but we're still at a crossroads here. What are we at a crossroads? 3 of Wands. She's like, listen, I don't know. Is this going to manifest or is it not going to manifest? What's at the crossroads? What's the indecision? Is any ship going to come in? Are any of these ships coming in? Is any apology coming in? Is masculine coming in? That's what we're on the crossroads about. So I said, all right, tell me what this ship is that she wants to come in. Well, lo and behold, King of Swords, dupe to the Queen of Swords. She's like, he needs to come in honest. He needs to come in with his integrity. He needs to come in with his words. He needs to come in and be this man of character that I deserve. That's what she's in the crossroads about. I love that. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. So now the next card for her headspace, 5 of Wands, right? We just got that. This is the conflict that Shiva is working to remove. So we have it in her headspace, 5 of Wands with the King of Cups. So this is what tells me further that Shiva is working to remove the conflict between the both of them. Just like he's like, I'm ready to move this obstacle of waiting. I'm ready to heal my feminine. Shiva's helping remove this conflict that she has with her King of Cups. Who's the King of Cups? Right here in his headspace. And then she shows up as the Queen of Cups, which is his match. So the Queen of Cups, what about it? 3 of Pentacles. She's in her heart space. She's learning lessons. She's developed. She's grown, okay? Things have been illuminated about her masculine, right? She's thinking about positivity, of success. What about that? Queen of Cups. She's also thriving. She's also coming into a better place in her heart space because she's being healed. Star card. Where did we get the Star card? Right here in his energy, in his overall energy. So it's almost like, listen, star and sun together, it's beautiful. It's like she's bringing her sun, the S-U-N, the sun energy into her. She's attracting that into her through her healing and her love. And that's why this Justice card comes in with the King of Swords and the King of Cups. He's the King of Cups here. She's the Queen of Swords. And so there's this beautiful dance that's happening in this connection right now where he wants to heal her, but she's already healed herself in the Queen of Cups energy. He just doesn't know it, right? And then here with the King of Cups energy, She's in conflict with him. She doesn't know he's in his heart space. And what does he not know? He doesn't know if he's going to be able to ground this into the Queen of Pentacles energy. But it shows up here. It's just beautiful, this reading. It's so beautiful. So that's just the headspace, guys. Let's get into the heart. What's happening in the heart of Divine Masculine? Well, here you go. Goddess of the Moon. When I created this card, this was absolutely Divine Feminine in her moon energy. So here she is, the Moon card in his heart. What about it? Ace of Cups, his love. Where do we get the Ace of Cups? Right here with the Queen of Swords. So I know this Queen of Swords is my Divine Feminine. He has so much love for her. But look at all these look at this. In this deck, Ace of Cups, look at all the moon phases. This is just like, I love her. Boy, I don't know. Is it being illuminated? Is it being illuminated? Oh, it's going to be illuminated. Okay? So this is just beautiful energy. So I just really feel like he has big, big love for his feminine. And now we get the Fireman card, Destruction. This is the 3D energy to the Shiva card, which is the 5D energy in the headspace. So here, he's trying to remove this destruction, right? What about it? World card. He's done. He wants to complete it. He wants to end this fight, just like Shiva is doing this clearing in her headspace and on the connection in his heart. He's like, I'm done with the destruction. Let's complete this energy. I'm ready for my feminine. And now we get remover of negative energies. This is the 5D to the 3D card in her headspace. So I think it's very interesting how we have the 5D destruction card for her headspace, and we have it here in the 3D for his heart. Because remember, guys, he is the sun. He is the active energy. So that 3D energy needs to be here, while the 5D energy puts the Divine Feminine in a place of receptivity. Okay? So then I love that we have the 3D energy here of removing this negative energy to bring in justice. And we've got the 5D energy here because this is what he's still working on. Remover of negative energies. What is being removed? This procrastination. Remember, we have it in the 3D in his headspace. So what this really tells me is this Divine Masculine gets so caught up in his head. So right now, he's really trying to balance his heart with his headspace to take the action to move forward. So what is Kalima helping remove? All these different choices. Maybe I don't call her. Maybe I do call her. Maybe I call her 3 weeks from now. Maybe I call her tomorrow. Right? All of this confusion and chaos, it's all being removed from his heart space. So now, let's drill down further. What is happening further in his heart for his Divine Feminine? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. He wants a new beginning. Absolutely, no doubt, wants a new beginning. Look at this, Two of Cups again. So we have Two of Cups here with the Hierophant, and now we have it with the new beginning in his heart space. He wants a new beginning with his Divine Feminine. That he's feeling very stuck with the Devil card. Feeling very stuck. What's stuck? Page of Wands, communication. Why is this stuck? Because of this unknown energy. Is she going to reject me? I don't have my confidence yet. So then we get the Moon card. Again, this is Divine Feminine. What is hidden from him? Ace of Wands. It's kind of like, give me a sign. Give me a sign that I'm going to be successful. It's like he's almost, willing her to, asking telepathically or somehow, give me a sign. Give me a sign that you're not going to reject me, okay? So in his heart, he's got this big love for her, for the Goddess of the Moon. He wants to end this destructive cycle that they've been in. The angels, the guides, 5D energies are helping remove procrastination, just like they are in his headspace, because in his heart, he wants this union, but the communication is stuck because it's unknown about the Ace of Wands. We got it 2 times now in his heart. Unknown if he has a shot at her. So what does he do? 7 of Pentacles. He delays. Remember that 7 of Pentacles is being removed here in his headspace in the 3D. What about the 7 of Pentacles in his heart? Because what does he want at the end of the day? 10 of Pentacles. He wants a life with her. He wants a life with her. He wants this traditional marriage with her in the 3D. So now, what about the heart space for Divine Feminine? Here we have Unawakened Feminine. This card specifically is not that the Divine Feminine is not awake. No, that's not the card. What this is what energy is not awake within the feminine at this time. What's not awake? What is still hidden? The Sun. See? She doesn't know if they're going to have success. She knows she's healed. She knows she's being guided because it came up in her headspace. But just like he's got the moon, like, I don't know if she wants me. She's like, I don't know if he's coming for me. I don't know if he's coming for me. I don't know if he's going to come for me. That hasn't been illuminated to me just yet. Okay? So the next card that we have for her is on the road to union. She wants to be on the road to union, but Two of Pentacles. She's unclear, unsure. There's imbalance in the connection. So what is she doing? Archangel Raphael is working to heal her. What is being healed? The Queen of Pentacles. And here we got that in his headspace, which is this King of Cups has realized that his goddess of the moon is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, that is his divine match, his divine partner, the Lover's card here. All right, so let's drill down deeper into divine feminine's heart space. Okay, let's see what her struggle may be. All right, first card, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, you're just like, are you going to come forward with an offer of love? Like, are you coming forward with your feelings? Like, what's the deal here, masculine? So she's kind of like in this energy of Knight of Cups, right? But devil, just like the devil here in his heart with Page of Wands, he's holding the communication. And here the action is stuck. Because remember, she's the goddess of the moon. What does the goddess of the moon do? The goddess of the moon is receptive. The action hasn't come forward. The action is stuck. So she goes into the Seven of Cups energy, duplicate to what's being removed for him. And so there's confusion. There's procrastination on action. What about the Seven of Cups? This gives her anxiety. Nine of Swords. Okay? But she's the Empress. She's trying to stay grounded. She's trying to stay strong. She's trying to stay in her power about her wishes. Nine of Cups. Her masculine's her wish. Part of many wishes that she has. But right now, those wishes, Ten of Wands, are a burden for him. Ten of Wands is the dupe to his headspace that he's trying to end. Last card for her heart space, Death. There's an ending. What's the ending? Page of Pentacles. It's like she's like, okay, well, I don't know, man. He's not coming forward. There's no action here. So maybe this isn't going to happen. This is why we get this. The Sun card, there's no active energy coming towards her on the road to union. I don't know. Two of Pentacles, there's an imbalance. So she's really trying to heal herself and nurture herself and ground herself because the action's not coming. The action is stuck. The chaos and the procrastination gives her stress. She has these wishes that she knows that her masculine is her masculine, but is a huge burden on her at this time because there's no offer. Death and Page of Pentacles. There's no offer. No offers coming in. Nothing's coming in. A lot of stress. So now, in the environment for divine masculine, the Policeman card, this is about peace. This is a 3D card. He wants peace in his environment. Peace over what? Peace over Nine of Swords, just like she has it here. Peace over stress, peace over anxiety, peace over sleepless nights. There's a lot of anxiety because he's got the Moon card 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. He just doesn't know if this is over. Okay? So he wants peace. Distorted masculine. He's like, yeah, you're distorted. I'm distorted. What about distorted masculine? Six of Pentacles. He feels unsure of himself about how to give now. So his allies are helping. EMT. This is the energy of 3D. So he has friends, family, people in his life that are helping him with this Ace of Swords, with his clarity. Where did we get the Ace of Swords? In his overall energy, where it's the Lover's card with the moon. So unsure about where he stands in this divine connection. But the Ace of Swords is the clarity. He's starting to get little bits of clarity in his 3D environment where his allies, his friends, his soul tribe are helping him. Okay? So now let's drill down further into his environment. Three of Swords. Okay? So usually this is the area that I ask for, if there's third parties. Three of Swords. So I was like, okay, that's heartbreak, sadness, betrayal. What about that? Eight of Pentacles. He's working hard on his sadness and his loss. And I wanted another couple of cards just because I wanted to make sure it wasn't third party. So I got the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak, the betrayal, the sadness. Eight of Pentacles, where he's trying to master himself from that. Okay? Death card. This is that ending of the pain, of the sadness. Okay? This is also, there's this transformation that is happening through his self-mastery because he wants a new beginning. The Fool card. He wants a new beginning with his divine feminine. So he's trying to gain the strength. He's trying to gain the strength to take action, Knight of Wands, to move forward towards this connection, the lovers. We already have it here. And come forward with his words, Knight of Swords. There's a lot of action in his environment. I said, what does he want to say? Five of Swords. He wants to talk about this conflict. He wants to talk about this loss. Because he wants victory, Six of Wands. And he wants to bring justice. He wants to bring justice to this connection. And remember, we got justice here for her in her headspace. This is exactly what the spirit guides, their angels, what is happening in the 3D environment. She wants to remove the energy that is keeping justice from coming to her. Well, here he wants victory and bringing her justice. He's got 2 action cards to bring that forward to her so that they can have this new beginning. So he's just kind of almost there, okay? Almost there. There's a lot of progression here. This 9 of Pentacles, which is like trying to gain your confidence through the separation, but he's got the 10 of Pentacles here in his heart for her. Okay? And then remember, we have the 10 of Swords here. He's ending his pain, ending the burden with the 10 of Wands. And here we've got the Ace of Swords, which is gaining his clarity about this connection. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands, remember, which I just talked about, which is we're ending these burdens. And then we get the Ace of Wands. All right, so there's a lot of shifting happening to bring these 2 into alignment. He already knows she's her she is his 10 of Cups. This is why we have the Ace of Cups 1, 2 times already for her. Okay, he knows. He already knows that she is his one and only big love. So now what's happening in the environment for Divine Feminine? Shakti Ma. This is the 5D energy of rebirthing this connection. So in the environment, I feel like she's kind of doing some spiritual healing, some things that will help bring this justice and this balance back into this connection. So what about it? Temperance. This is right here. Healing. This is telling me that she's absolutely doing some spiritual healing in her environment. No communication. There's no communication in this connection at that time towards any type of reunion. 3 of Cups. But she is divine femininity. She's standing in her freaking power. He just doesn't know it. For this new beginning, Ace of Wands. 3rd time this has come up. 1, 2, now 3 times. They're on the same page. They just not in 3D yet. They're not on the same page. So now let's drill down deeper into her environment. 8 of Wands. She wants to move forward. She wants to move forward. 8 of Wands. She's ready for communication. But they're still working on themselves. 8 of Pentacles. There's still some self-mastery that needs to occur before this progresses. So I said, what about 8 of Pentacles? Justice card. This is what they're working on. This is what they're both working on. Dupe to his environment here. In order to move forward, they must have completed the 8 of Pentacles energy of self-mastery. Okay? To bring justice into the system. Remember, 8 of Pentacles is right here with that 3 of Swords. He is healing himself through this pain, through this loss, and he's transforming himself so that he can come forward as a king. Same message here for her. Faith card and 2 of Cups. The same combination that came up in his headspace. In her environment, she knows it too. This is her person. This is her husband. This is her her twin, the person that she wants to marry. She knows that in her environment. And who is he? King of Pentacles, the match to the Queen of Pentacles. What about the King of Pentacles? This is who she wants to build a life with. 10 of Pentacles. Dupe right here to his 10 of Pentacles in the heart. She knows it. And lastly, but she's still searching. She still needs to continue her healing. Hermit mode. This is also because in her environment, perhaps she's in hermit mode because they're in quarantine. What about the Hermit? Knight of Wands. So we're in hermit mode. Nobody can really come together with each other, okay? Right? Because while we're in quarantine, there's this social distancing that's happening. So it's keeping people away from each other physically. So we continue to stay in 4 of Pentacles energy where he's like, I'm stuck in my home. I can't come forward. So why am I going to tell you what I'm thinking, King of Wands, and take action? I'm still in the unknown, but I'm also housebound, right? And for her, she's like, yeah, he's not coming forward. Knight of Wands, which is right here in his environment, because she's in hermit mode. Bottom of the deck for their connection, the Fool and Knight of Pentacles. They are moving towards this new beginning, but very, very slowly. Very slowly. But that's okay. Slowly, because When it moves slow, when it's slow and steady, wins the race. That means it is an energy of thoughtfulness, of loyalty. It's when we've given real thought to that we really want this partnership. We really want this connection. Okay? First card out for their current connective energy, Queen of Swords. Here she shows up again for, I don't know how many times, maybe the third time. Queen of Swords, what about it? World. She's completed this energy, okay? Page of Cups, ready for this offer, but it's not here yet. Seven of Pentacles. We get the Seven of Pentacles a lot too. Page of Coins, this is about that tangible offer that for her, she's like, it's dead, right? This Page of Pentacles, they both want it, but it is stuck in the Devil's energy right now. It is stuck. They're bound. They're not exchanging yet. The Moon, things are unknown. This is heavy in the masculine's energy. This is unknown. What's unknown? King of Pentacles. This is divine masculine. Things are unknown to him about whether he will be victorious. Okay? He wants victory. He wants victory over the things he doesn't know. So he's at a decision-making point about whether or not he will be rejected. Five of Pentacles. There's an end happening, a painful end. Remember, he's ending burdens here. What's ending? King of Swords. He's in this energy. What is he ending? His sadness and his victimization. He's done being a victim. He's done looking at the Three Cups. He's done with that victimization. Three of Cups, there's this energy of wanting to come together, but we're in hermit mode, okay? We're in hermit mode because of quarantine, but we're also in hermit mode because of the Queen of Swords, divine feminine, because this is the burden. He hasn't quite eliminated this burden of this energy within his mind yet. So there's conflict. Five of Wands still. Okay, what's the conflict? That did we miss the opportunity? Because I procrastinated. Because I'm confused. That's what's happening. This is the storyline for the connection. Okay? If you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. If you want to buy my beautiful deck, go to queenoflight1111.com and you can purchase it there. And if you are international, email me at queenoflight1111@gmail.com and I will send you a link to purchase. I hope you're all safe and healthy and doing well. Thank you all for listening and for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye.